Welcome to Your Daily Bread once again. I'm Alicia and I'm going to be cooking up some wonderful savory sweet chili shrimp. Now I have some great wild caught large tiger shrimp. Aren't they beautiful? So we're going to start by taking the tail off before we get these shrimp into the frying pan. So I'm just going to take the tails off of this shrimp and season them up with just a little bit of kosher salt and put them in a medium to high frying pan with canola oil. Okay, so also we want to make sure that since we're frying our shrimp, we want to make sure that our shrimp is completely dry. So I feel a little dampness on my shrimp, so before I get these shrimp into the frying pan, we want to pack them down and get them into the hot oil. They're giving me a little problem here. But I'm going to get these tails off. Almost here. Almost done. Okay. So our savory shrimp consists of a sweet chili Asian sauce. I love it. It's a recipe that I, again, gotten from my friends and co-workers. And I told you before in one of my segments that I have a very diverse way of cooking, and that's because of the environment that I am in. So this recipe comes from a very good friend of mine. Her name is Myra. She is from the Philippines, and she taught me this dish. But of course, I am going to put add my Alicia touch to it, like I always do all my dishes. So I've taken off all the tails on my last one. And now I'm going to pat them dry, and make sure they're totally dry so I don't get popped and get burnt by the hot oil. So what I do to get them dry, I put them on a paper towel and make sure that all the water gets absorbed before I add any seasoning or add them to the oil. Okay, we're just about done. Now just take that paper towel and just pat them dry. Very simple. And I'll tell you, if you do this, probably 99% of the time you won't get popped by the hot grease. Trust me, I know. Okay. Aren't they beautiful? Look at them. I cannot wait to taste them. Even before the chili sauce are on, they look delicious. All right, so here we go. I'm going to get my seasoning salt. You all know that I make my seasoning salt up myself, you know, with a few herbs and spices, and also kosher salt. And I just add a little bit. Don't over season them. Remember, the shrimp absorbs a lot of the flavor, so you don't want to over season anything. And plus our chili seasoning will have its own salt as well. It looks like our grease has gotten just a little bit too hot, so we're going to let that just cool down before we put our shrimps in there. But they are nice and dry. So we'll go ahead and work on our chili. I buy my chili sauce from, I like to go as authentic as I can. So I go to the Asian markets. And I know you have them in your local area. I have mine in my area that I love. They have fresh fish, fresh shrimp, anything that you might need. And I'm really into wild caught seafood. It seems to be more healthier for you, and you can find them in abundance at those Asian markets while you're getting your chili sauce. So this chili sauce has a sweetness with the little chili flakes, but the heat is very, very low. So let's check this oil. I think we're doing good here. We'll bring the shrimp over. Bring them right over, and we'll take a temperature test to see if the hot oil has cooled down enough to cook these shrimp. And you all know, or if you don't, shrimp cooks very quickly. So we don't want to overcook them, because if you overcook them, they can become tough, and you know, what a waste of good shrimp. All right. Perfect. So let's put our shrimp here in this hot oil. Uh-oh. One's getting away. Okay. Just set them in the oil. Just like that. See, when you get the fry on the shrimp, you want to put your hot chili or your chili sauce in your hot oil right in there while it's frying. Because you want the sauce to make a nice sticky batter. Yes. All right. So when you're pouring this chili sauce in your oil, kind of back up a little bit because you don't want to get hot with the oil. All right. I love that sound. Just stir your shrimp in there. I'm going to add just a little bit more chili sauce in there. And we're going to allow this to come to a boil. And with this chili sauce, because of the sugar in it, it's going to stick to this shrimp. It's going to be nice and crisp and sweet and juicy. But what we also want to do is give it that little bit of a crunch. So I always add just a little flour, just right in there. Just a little flour to thicken up the sauce, to get that nice crunch to the shrimp. Let me wash my hands here. Once you do that, there's not much more that needs to be done. You just let the shrimp cook and let it do its thing. The flour with the chili sauce will make this delicious, delectable, and something you will always, it will become your go-to dish because it's so simple. Look at the sauce, just sticking it up already. All right. Now, we're going to turn this down on low and just let it simmer in the sauce and get thick. That smells so good. It smells so delicious. I cannot wait to taste these shrimp. So this dish is one of the dishes that are on the Switch program, okay? And this switch can also be on your Monday through Friday switch. And the reason why is we're not using any carbs. We're going to use the protein from the shrimp, and we're going to make a wrap. So we're going to make the sweet chilies, and we're going to wrap that up in a nice crisp piece of lettuce. Okay, and I already have that prepared for you, so let me grab that out of the oven for you, out of the refrigerator. 1 second. All right. The lettuce is ready to go. It's washed, it's clean, and it's beautiful. You know, one thing I'm always into is aesthetics. So you want to make sure you choose the nicest pieces of lettuce to go with your shrimp. And you want to have the lettuce wide enough so you can have a nice crunch and a nice, somewhat of a tortilla. So your lettuce will work as your tortilla. Okay? So we'll prepare these and get these ready to introduce the shrimp to. Okay. So while we're waiting for the shrimp to caramelize and get sticky, I just want to talk to you about God's unconditional love. You know, on our website we have lots of resources for you to help you with your daily walk. And we just wrote an article about God's unconditional love. I know sometimes that we fall short of what the Lord wants us to do, but just remember to keep going. Don't beat yourself up about what you have fallen short on. You repent and you ask the Lord for forgiveness, and He's always there for you. He will always be there and help you through your daily walk. And in our website, we have a life challenges page where you can go on and, you know, there will be questions about how do you date and stay saved. So that's going to be a form that you can utilize to help you with your daily walk as well. So, you know, go online and check it out. And I'm sure that all those resources that we have for you, you'll really, you know, find a lot of great things that might work for you in your life. Okay, so let's check on our shrimp. The shrimp is doing wonderfully. Look at that. So sticky, so delicious. And remember, shrimp doesn't take long. You don't want to overcook shrimp. You want it just to be pink. And that flour helped us get that thickness on the shrimp. And once we take this shrimp out and that air gets to it, it will just get nice and sticky and delicious and sweet. Okay, we're done here. So let's take our shrimp out and let them cool and then start preparing our lettuce wraps. And this is a great dish that you could cook during the week. Very quick, low in calories, and low in carbs. All right, look at that. I cannot wait to enjoy some of this wonderful shrimp. Let me get it right in here into its own bowl. Let me just move this over here. There, that's better. All right, look at that. I could just smell the savoriness. The chili, the garlic that comes with the sauce. It's just so floral. Ooh. I would eat this, but I won't. I'll wait till it cools down. Look at that. It's so gorgeous. Now, while our shrimp is cooling, so it is important that you find, I use romaine, the short stock, and you want a wide leaf to hold your shrimp so you can fold it and eat it and enjoy it. So I've washed them and chosen the best ones that would, you know, hold our shrimp. Look at that. This is what you want to look for. And I cut the stem off as well. These are perfect for wraps. All right. Let's get a spoon and dish this out and enjoy our shrimp wraps. Your family will love this as well, and I think it's something that you spend a lot of time making. And it's so simple. Okay, look at that. Do you see that stickiness? Look at that, so delicious. I wish you can smell this. Okay. Now you don't want to overpack your lettuce. You just want to put it in there. Maybe 2 to 3 per lettuce, depending on how. I think I'll put 2 in there. Put it in just like, look at that. That sauce is just sticking right on up. Yum. I wish you guys could smell this. Oh, so delicious. Okay, one more. Yeah, that's good. I'll keep it like that. And make sure you get some of the sauce in there. Now, to heighten the flavor, I think we can put one more. Let's move this over. To heighten the flavor, I'm going to cut up a little cilantro and just spread and sprinkle it right on top of our lettuce wraps. It's going to be delicious. Sometimes you really do need to think outside of the box, because I know I get tired of the same dish every week, and so does my husband. So I try to think outside of the box so my dinner doesn't get boring to us. All right, so I'm going to take a little cilantro and give it a coarse chop. Doesn't have to be tiny. If you want to enjoy that effervescence of the cilantro essence on top of your chili shrimp wrap. I think I'll just give a little bit more chop there. Okay. And don't forget to check us out online and check out our Facebook and learn about some of the resources that we have in store for you. I think you'll find it very nice to have resources and recipes to go to and choose from. And also, we are having a recipe contest here at Your Daily Bread. So if you think that you're a great cook and people tell you all the time, that's good, you really need to sell this, you need to join our recipe contest, because there's a lot of great cooks out there, and if you think you can win this contest, you can win cash and prizes. Our first contest starts on October the 1st. And so this contest will consist of all foods, entrees, bakery, baked goods, anything. So it's going to go through the holiday season. So I think this will be a great time for you to show off what you know. All right, back to our recipe, back to our chili wraps. All right. See how important it is to have a nice wrap so you can enjoy this? Look at that. You just pick that up just like this and you just eat it like that. That's so delicious, light for you, no carbs. So you are still in the Monday through Friday switch without, compromising your diet that you worked so hard during the week, so you can have your decadence on the weekend. All right, so there you have it here at Your Daily Bread with our sweet chili shrimp wraps. I am so happy and pleased to be with you